Imagine this. You build a multi-billion-dollar empire from nothing. You get millions of people to pour their life savings into your grand vision. And then, just as the walls start closing in, you just step onto a plane and disappear. Okay, so let's get right into it. The woman at the heart of this incredible story is Dr. Ruja Ignatova, aka the Crypto Queen. And look, she's not just some random fugitive. She's on the FBI's 10 most wanted list. They want her for pulling off one of the biggest scams the world has ever seen.
So that's the big question we're going to unpack, right? It's not just about what happened. It's about how. How did one woman manage to fool so many people? And where in the world could she be hiding today?
All right, to even begin to understand her disappearance, you first have to understand the crime itself. And wow, what a crime it was. This wasn't just some simple fraud. It was a brilliantly crafted global deception machine. This right here tells you everything you need to know about the sheer nerve of this scam. To the public, she was hailing OneCoin as the next Bitcoin killer, but behind closed doors, to her inner circle, this is what she called it: a valueless token. They knew it was worthless from day one. And yet, that little valueless token scammed people out of more than $4 billion. I mean, just take a second and look at that number. $4 billion. Gone. Siphoned from millions of regular people all over the globe. So how on earth did she do it? Well, she created this larger-than-life and completely fake persona. She claims she had a degree from Oxford, said she worked at the prestigious firm McKinsey. She even faked entire Forbes magazine covers to feature herself. It was an absolute masterclass in manipulation, building this image of a genius so people would feel safe, even smart, for giving her their money. And this is the engine that made the whole scam run. It was so clever because it preyed on that fear of missing out. See, you didn't just buy OneCoin. No, you bought these educational packages. And the real way you made money? By recruiting your friends and family. This multi-level marketing setup turned victims into recruiters, creating this tight-knit community where no one dared to question if it was all real. So here's the bottom line. There was no revolutionary technology. There was no real blockchain you could check. It was just a classic Ponzi scheme. The money from new investors was just used to pay off the early ones. And that rising value of OneCoin, it was just a number they typed into a computer, completely made up. So let's fast forward a bit to see how this whole house of cards starts to wobble. By 2017, authorities all over the world are closing in. The pressure is on. And just then, the Crypto Queen performs her final and greatest magic trick. October 25th, 2017, Ruja Ignatova gets on a plane in Bulgaria, flies to Greece, and is gone. Never seen again. But look at this timeline, it gets weirder. Years later, in 2023, one of her top advisors, a guy named Frank Schneider, does almost the exact same thing. He just vanishes from house arrest. I mean, the parallels here are just uncanny. Both were key players, both were looking at serious prison time, and both just poof, disappeared. It's got investigators thinking there has to be a connection, which just makes this whole mystery even deeper. But not everyone got away. Her own brother, Konstantin, who actually took over the whole operation after she vanished, he got caught and sentenced. The co-founder, Carl Greenwood, he got 20 years. Lawyers, executives, the net is closing. The whole network is falling apart, but the queen herself is still out there. Now, while some of the bad guys are facing justice, this story is far from over, because behind the billions of dollars and the international manhunt, there's a truly devastating human cost. This was absolutely not a victimless crime. The damage was global. It was catastrophic. We're talking about entire communities in Uganda selling off tools they needed to survive just to buy into the stream. People in India who got so desperate they resorted to kidnapping to try and get their money back. Countless people lost everything, their life savings, their homes, leading to debt, broken families, and just unimaginable suffering. And for so many, the nightmare didn't just end when the scam was uncovered. In one heartbreaking case, a group of over 400 victims managed to file a lawsuit. It was their only real shot at getting anything back. But then, suddenly, their legal funding was just cut. It left them high and dry, with no lawyers and no hope. So where does all of this leave us today? Well, the hunt for Ruja Ignatova is very much alive, and the shockwaves from her scam, they're still shaping the entire world of crypto. The US State Department is offering a reward of up to $5 million just for information that leads to her arrest. That's how badly they want to find her. That number is a statement.
As for where she is, the theories are just wild. Some people think she's living in luxury in a place like Russia or Dubai, somewhere she can't be extradited from, maybe with a whole new face thanks to plastic surgery. Others think she's hiding in plain sight in Cape Town. And then there's a much darker rumor that she was actually killed by her own criminal associates way back in 2018.
You know, you'd think a scam this massive would be a huge wake-up call. And it was, but the problem is far from solved. Just look at the US. In 2024, more than half of all money lost to fraud was crypto-related. That's over $9 billion. It shows you just how big this problem still is. But if there is a silver lining to this whole mess, it's this. OneCoin's spectacular implosion forced regulators around the world to finally take crypto scams seriously. It also made a whole lot of everyday investors way more skeptical of those get-rich-quick promises, which is a tough lesson, but a necessary one.
So here's the thought that should really stick with you. Ruja Ignatova, the crypto queen, might be gone, but her playbook, it's still out there. Creating a charismatic leader, preying on people's financial fears, and using new tech to seem legitimate. In our world of AI deepfakes and constantly evolving digital money, the real question isn't just, where is Ruja? It's, who's next?